Come up here 1st and 10
at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This short throw caught by Goddard. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Slot man moves right.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
You talk about this Washington defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 33. The Eagles hit 9-3 here on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math, they did it well, and it works for them.
Up the middle, Achane.
And the ball is knocked out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard.
They'll run for it with Achane.
It's a room to maneuver.
And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4th down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st down, back to Achane.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Chase Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, Their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
I like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane that could probably pick up a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
On the counter, Mitchell.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now they'll change things up. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Now a 2nd and 10. And McLaurin, the motion man right.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Jalen Cole.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And that's the first sack of this game last week. 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They're really working in sync right now.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Now Richardson.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Again, it's Achane.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts,
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And they'll give this to Achane.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. At this amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw complete to Dotson. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they look to convert the first down. Richardson working from the gun. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Flushed out right.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Here's Watkins.
62 yards.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Elliott good on the extra point. Lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Throwing is Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Complete. Smith has it. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't an awful follow, but maybe want some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10. Now Richardson going to shift things up. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It looks like they'll move things around here. Richardson to the air on 1st down. Complete. It's Dotson.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Now it's Richardson. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. touchdown.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. In the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown, now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Okay, ready?
And McLaurin, the motion man right. On 1st down, Richardson. This pass caught. It's Woods. Jelani Woods, 28 yards. And the Commanders strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And that one puts them on top here in the third.
Makes the score. Commanders 21, Eagles 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps in.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
His 9th rushing touchdown on the year, number 12 overall. And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Chase Young, his 2nd sack of the night. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
The 49-yard line.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
This is brought in by Gibson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Robinson on a give right side.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
Here we go.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
60 Bison.
Richardson to throw off play action. Got him in. It's Rodriguez.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Mitchell.
And they would stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And they're going to speed things up here.
Richardson going to change the play here.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Mitchell again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Richardson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it right there. Force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The 45-yard line.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing I was worried about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. He's just got to throw this one away.
On third down, here's Richardson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
But once again, it's Mitchell. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for the gain of just 2.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a third down throw, but he misses the target. Incomplete play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 41-yard line.
Now Richardson.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The blitz is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Richardson going to move him around. On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Alert! Alert!
On the handoff, Mitchell.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
92 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
facing 2nd and not long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
He's got a full head of steam.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Was trying to find Jahan Dotson.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Randall.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's doing it.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Achane gets it from the gun.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break.